All, welcome to my YouTube channel for ServiceNow hacks. Let's get started. In this video, the topic which I am showing is unique identification. Unique key, how the unique will validate the uniqueness of the particular field when we are uploading the data, or it will also avoid for creation of duplication. For example, if we go to sysuser table and if I open this day record, and the ServiceNow have created unique identification for user ID column. And if we just create, do a insert and stay, it will throw an error. Unique key violation detected for username, because user ID acts as a primary key for the user table, and it will not allow us to create any duplication for the user table using the same user ID, even via bulk upload, even via manual and upload, or via integration anywhere. So this is the validation which will always be taking for user table. And this will help. Suppose if you find any table which you want to keep on uploading the data, and people are doing a duplication or anything, then this is the feature where you can go and use it. Let's see how this is configured for user ID. So let's go to dictionary. Let me go to list view of it. And here if you search with user ID and for the particular user name column, you see this is the field. Unique is the field. Backend ID is also unique. So this is made true so that whenever we add any duplication for the username, ServiceNow itself do that check, whether the person, the record is already available with a similar username. For example, if you want to configure this, so I'll take an example for ALM hardware or ALM asset, and we'll go to list view of it. Suppose, this is the table. ALM asset is the table where, we are uploading all the computer information or any other information which is required, hardware related information, right? So many times we see serial number wise duplication is there, or asset tag, so many duplicate asset tag is there. For the same serial number, two different, whole configuration item is tagged. We see lot of issues there. So while you are implementing this only, if you identified based on the organization level that whether what is their unique identifier, based on that you can go ahead and configure this. Suppose if I take a serial number or asset tag, we can create this as a unique identifier for the particular field, so that it will help you to maintain the non-duplicacy. Suppose I'll take a LM asset and the serial number. If you say unique identifier is false for this, so if you want to configure this, no, so we always not going to make this as a true all of a sudden, because suppose while we are making this true, ServiceNow will check two things. One is the indexing has to be unique, index has to be created for this particular field on this table, so that before it go and make this as a true, it also check the existing record whether the duplication is there or not. If I group by serial number, and you see there are empty 156 records are having a empty record, so which will act as a duplicate from ServiceNow by default, right? So now if I make this to true, it will throw an error because we need to create a indexing. Let me open tables and columns, and here if we select asset, so ALM asset hardware is a child for ALM asset table. So we have to configure asset. And if you come down here, you can see where we have to create a unique index. And if I select serial number and make as a create index, so it will throw an error. Requested field serial number contain duplicate value. Please remove the duplicate value, then you try again. So we basically have to remove the duplicates, then we can create an index. Or if some organization says that it is based on the asset tag, now I'll show you for asset tag for example. So since ALM asset has a table where we can see many duplication already, we have to clean up the data before we do that. So for that's why I'm taking example for location. If you see the location table, I could see I am planning to give the unique index for the name field so that it should not be unique. It should not be duplicated. Now I can see there are some duplicate records which are configured. To avoid these kind of scenarios only, we will have to create a indexing. And wherever you feel this is a feature which we need to use, instead of you go and write a business rule or client script or so many validation, you can just go and use this. Let me delete this duplication for location. See, now location table, all uniqueness is already there. There is no duplication which I can find in the name. So now let me go to table and column. Let's select location. So CMN underscore location is the table. So let me give name as a field for this and try to create an index. See, this is creating an index and it will take so much of time. So that's why it will email me or do not notify me is there. So I can just, give as do not notify and click OK. So index creation successfully scheduled. If it completes successfully, the index will be added to your current updates at default. So you can also make it as a default, update set while you are configuring this just to capture that. So once the index is completed, uniqueness is done, then what you can do, you can come to location, this table again on the location table. So this is the name. You can just add a unique uniqueness from false to true. So in this way you can use unique key feature within the service now. So that's it for this video. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe and support. Thank you.